unbeaten fighters and major performers. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.
Right, anyway, I'm picking this back up, so
okay.
Yeah, people won't know what's cut out of it. Dave Caldwell, just Nick.
I never said a word.
I didn't say a word. Jordan Gill. Bit of sparring here today.
Yeah.
With Jordan and Josh.
Yep, some good work.
Looks good.
It's always good for a young prospect that's never fought at that sort of level to get in ring and mix it up and soak up the experience with somebody like Josh. It's good work, very good work.
You're out May the 5th on
May 5th.
BELLEW HAYE card.
Yep. Keeping active, keeping busy, and I think we're gonna have a 6-rounder on that card.
Yeah.
Opponent to be confirmed. Hopefully someone good, another step up the ladder, and hopefully get a big title fight in the summer.
Yeah. Any specific dates you're targeting, Dave or Jordan?
Just wait for just speaking to Eddie, see what his plans are, what his thoughts are with the dates that he's got, that he's working on, and what we can do. But as long as he's active now and he's getting his profile built and he's getting out there on Sky shows, I think that's the most important thing at the moment. Building his reputation and getting the ring experience underneath the spotlight rather than being hidden away on little shows that he's used to that. He had 18 fights at that sort of level where there's not much spotlight on. Then his last fight he came out, he was live on Sky under his own steam. So that was a great experience for him, and we just want to build on that. He's a good talent. He's a very, very talented kid. He's got the right attitude. He's very, very dedicated, focused on his job and what he wants to achieve. And now, hopefully, he's got the right path in front of him that can take him to the top. Really,
Keep winning.
that's it. All you got to do is win every
Name of
fight.
the game. Very, very busy period for you at the moment. Literally got
just a bit.
From London to Japan to
literally the day after. So Bellew on the 5th, and then on the 6th, fly out on a big plane, and gone out there for 3 weeks. We was going to do 3 weeks in Japan, but when I looked into it, just the whole experience of lifestyle out there and things like that, I'd rather be a little bit more comfortable sourcing the food and gyms and things like that, especially with us being the away fighters in Japan. I don't want cameras in gyms and things like that, so we're going to have a camp elsewhere for 2 weeks and then fly out fight week to Japan.
All right, Jamie told us where it was in the last one. Yeah.
Okay. So under advice from our scientists up at the Alum University, we're going to base camp for 2 weeks in Dubai. It's halfway there, and for the adjustments and things that we need to be done, so it's as smooth as it can be. It's the best option for us. So we're going to find some shitty hotel in Dubai. Apparently they do exist. And
I don't think they do actually. No. I've never seen one. I don't think there's a Premier Inn there. It's a great plug for Premier Inn, but they're going to hate it.
No, I'm just sorting up a deal with a hotel out there right now. So fingers crossed that goes through, and looking after us out there. So it should be all right. But that'll be in downtown Dubai. So it's not a holiday. It's, we're in the centre, and it's right next door to the gym that we.
You don't have to justify anything. We know you're out there in camp.
Listen, I don't. But I think I have to keep justifying it. I keep explaining it to Jamie that we're not going to be out there on a holiday.
Well, he doesn't still know who he's fighting. Yeah, he still doesn't know apparently, but he'll probably find out the day after when he gets all the credit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is with Jay. But it works for him. He doesn't follow boxing. He doesn't he doesn't really care about who he fights. Although with this one is a little bit different because of how everybody spoke about him. That's what the challenge is for him, and that's why he's really up for it. He's always at his best when he knows that he's got that fear there, because everybody thinks he's going to get smashed. And everybody thinks he's going to get smashed in this one. And I mean, our focus has been in the gym, and
He's on it.
We're about 6 weeks out.
He's best I've seen.
He's in shape, and he's looking very, very good. So that just tells you from me, you know, where his mind is at for this, and it's where I need it to be, because it is a big task, but do you know what? I'm really confident. I'm really confident.
If
People just think,
anyone can pull this off, it's someone like Jamie,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it is. You see, the thing is, I think if you look at Inoue's opponents, all the fights he's had, the people have been getting in the ring, and you can see that they're intimidated. You see that they're kind of scared of this monster that's coming to hunt them down. And they fight like that. They don't fight to their attributes. They fight trying to make sure they're not going to get hurt and give it a go. I've always said there's a big difference between fighting. It's the same things that you say to your prospects. There's a big difference between fighting guys that are in there to give it a go against you, and just, you know, they'll give it a go, and if you're too good, they'll just get through it. To guys that are across the ring from you that fully expect to beat you. And Jamie fully expects to beat, you know. You know, that's how he is in every fight. And you know, regardless of what people want to say and people's opinions, it doesn't really bother him. He is, you know, when you talk about water off a duck's back, that's how he is. You know, he really doesn't. He genuinely doesn't care. He's looking forward to. Normally with him, it's just about the money, but he's looking forward to pulling off one of the biggest upsets by a British fighter abroad ever. He's looking forward to it. Well, as soon as he saw that Inoue's ranked in the pound for pound rankings, he was like, does that mean I take that spot? And his eyes lighting up. He's like, that's what I want. I want to beat a pound for pound fighter. And he feels that the recognition will come, because he only realised a couple of weeks ago that he's been unbeaten for 10 years. And he's like, fucking hell, that's not bad, is it? Like, shit, yeah. You know, it's just sunk into him that he's been unbeaten for 10 years. And he's like, well, surely I beat him, then I get recognition and people respect what I've done. And that's what he's doing it for. And you can see that in him. And I'm quite excited for him. And he deserves it, because he's a lovely kid. He's funny, he's nuts. But he works his bollocks off, you know. And it's very quietly, it's under the radar. You know, he's not one that gets all the big fanfare and publicity. And it's his time. I genuinely believe that he's going to pull it off, and it's going to be a fantastic achievement. It really is.
And obviously going back to May the 5th, yeah, just Tony's in good spirits.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? That tends to happen when things are going well. When you've got that inner, you can portray as much confidence as what you like, and you can pretend as much as what you like, but you know whether you're kidding or not. But when you see him in himself, and you know these are seeing him when they come in, and he is what he is, and he's got that inner confidence, inner belief, because he's looking very, very good. You know, he's doing everything I need him to do. He's very, very fast, sharp. He's looking powerful. He's very, very fit. And like I said, spirits-wise, he's right up there, because he feels so good. He knows that it feels good. You know? They're not chasing anything. I think that's a lot to do with it. I think, you know, when you look at the weeks that left, you think, oh, that's another week down. If you feel like you're chasing, your man's not there yet. That's what stresses you out. You think, shit, I could do with another week. I could do another 2 weeks. But we're kind of like 3 weeks. I could do it. If it was Saturday, it wouldn't bother us. You know. So it's a good spot to be in, and I think that I would much rather be in that kind of position than have to think I've got to grind it out. Got to make him grind out these sessions, because he's not fit yet. He's not ready yet. He's ready. He's ready to do 12 rounds now, if it goes 12 rounds. So I'm not chasing anything. So the sessions are very, very good sessions. They're high quality sessions. You know, flogging a dead donkey. Is that a saying? I don't know. Horse, something like that.
I mean, talking to him there, he's adamant that he'll retire HAYE for good on May the 5th.
That's down to HAYE, really. Whether he wants to just be a name opponent for the next breed that's coming through, or whether he decides to walk away. But that doesn't concern me. All that concerns me is that HAYE gets beat, and whatever he wants to do after that, that's down to him.
What have you made of all the latest with Canelo and Golovkin. Obviously, the fight's not happening.
I'm glad
now.
it's not happening.
Yeah.
I said beforehand, I'm gutted from a fan point of view because I loved the first fight. I was looking forward to the second fight until he failed that test. Once you fail a test, you've got to be banned. As simple as that. You can't fail a test and then go out and fight. It's bollocks. And to even contemplate him carrying on and taking part in that fight was bollocks. So it's only the right thing that the fight's off. And what will be correct is if he gets a proper ban. You know.
There's a hearing this week, I believe. Is there?
Yeah. It was. I think it was. It was. Yeah. Scheduled for next week. Was it next week or this week? I thought it was April 20th.
Today.
I think
What was the
April
date?
17th.
Oh.
But
Whichever day it
regardless,
is.
but there's an hearing, and no doubt, because he's WBC superstar and all that lot, and face a golden boy and everything. No doubt it won't get a lengthy ban. It'll be a little slap on wrist, because they'll be able to say, "Oh no, it's within the parameters of the Mexican meat bollocks." So he'll probably just get a few months and probably be allowed to fight come September, October. I don't know, but it should be longer.
Jordan, your thoughts on that?
I think he should be banned, and he should serve a lengthy ban. I think everyone in America that gets banned seems to have very short bans, and in England, I think it was minimum of 2 years. I think now it's been pushed back to 4 years. So if you do the crime, you've got to do the time. So it's at the end of the day, it's a dangerous sport, and every time you step in a ring, you're risking your life. So if you went in and seriously damaged somebody, and you're on gear or clenbuterol or whatever it was you got banned for, then it's illegal, really, and you should face the consequences.
See, my thing is again, you're talking about this meat situation, and I've been slagged off by so many people on Twitter because I said you shouldn't be eating Mexican meat. Oh, he's Mexican, he lives in Mexico. He's got shitloads of money. I'm not being funny. He can afford, and his promoters can afford, with the money that they've got, import the meat. Bring in Argentinian steaks. Bring in that meat. That's the best shit. That is. Bring it from elsewhere. You don't have to. If you know that there is an issue with Mexican meat, where countless athletes get a failing, not just in boxing, in other sports, in cycling and other things like that, and they're failing because of the content of clenbuterol, then if you know about that, why would you allow your fighter to eat that? Because if we had to go to Mexico for a fight and we had a training camp in Mexico, there's not a chance that my fighter would be eating Mexican meat. I wouldn't take that risk. And so if you're Canelo and if you're his team and his coach, isn't one of his coaches a butcher? I don't. That's what I've seen. I don't know if it's true, but apparently one of his coaches owns a butcher. I think.
We'll go vegan when we go to Mexico.
But if you just wouldn't allow him to eat Mexican meat, you'd import it. So that's what I'm saying is why are you allowing that, or are you just saying that? It's bollocks, really.
Okay. Well, Dave, thank you for your time here today, and also allowing me in your gym.
Nice to see you.
Jordan, thank you very much.
Nice to see you, mate.
Looking in shape.
Not
You
yet.
haven't been on that clenbuterol, have you?
No, definitely not.
Good.
No, anti-drugs I am. Yeah, and we'll definitely catch up with you with everything that's going on. So much. Are you in Liverpool this week?
Yes, I've got Fowler.
Fowler, of course you have.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Cheers.
We'll catch up soon.
Thanks,
Jordan
mate.
Gill,
Nice one.
Dave Caldwell. Thank you very much.
Three rounds, 3 minutes, 3 fights.
Unbeaten fighters and major performers. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.